This is why I like having economists in the class. Yes, in many cases when I talked about individual liberty, I had the idea of Pareto optimality in mind. For those of you that don't know what Pareto optimality is, don't worry about it. Right? You can just skip this. For those of you that do, here's what I would say. In many cases, we discover that there are a number of different possibilities that are all Pareto optimal. What does this mean? It means that we have a number of different choices that we make, and the choice between them, right? So we have a number of choices that aren't Pareto optimal, okay? So we look at a number of things and say, well, if we do that, we shouldn't do that because some other option would make everyone better off in terms of realizing their preferences. But it turns out we might have 20 or 30 or 40 options that are all Pareto optimal. That is, there is no way to make everyone better off without making someone worse off. Right? But it turns out that we have a number of different choices, and going from one to the other is going to make some people better off and some people worse off. Okay? And the question becomes who? Right? Who will we make better off or worse off? Or which preferences will we be allowed to realize and which would we not be allowed to realize? Okay. So once you've gotten to the point of Pareto optimality, you might discover that you have a number of choices, all of which are Pareto optimal, but which are inconsistent with each other. And that's when you have to start making choices about which policy you're going to have to choose. That is, that's when you're going to have to make choices between a number of different policies, all of which are Pareto optimal, but all of which advantage one set of people over another.